The real question is, will Bitcoin dip a little lower before it moves up, or will it just stay here and go up? So it's interesting, but I am back, people. Welcome to Crypto Angles podcast number 59. We're going to take a look at the astrology to see where the market could be going, as well as technical analysis. So if you are new, my name is Kelita Sahliah. I'm a mother, a real angel, and of course I dabble in crypto, and this is why we are here. I took a little break, but I am back now. I'm much better. So yeah, the astrology that we are looking at is the visible sky. So it's not mainstream tropical astrology. Some placements will be different. Astrology happens in the sky, so it just makes more logical sense to look there. If you don't know, astrology plays a big role when it comes to the crypto market, as well as numerology and Gematria as well. Usually on my video, we'll look at some Gematria connections, then we'll look at the astrological story of this cycle and how it may impact the market, and then we look at the technical analysis for Bitcoin, XRP, and the DXY. So, without further ado, welcome to June, everybody. It's cloudy over here, but how is it for you? So, not much is happening this cycle. It is I'm doing this on Saturday, to be honest, but we're going from the 2nd of June to the 8th of June. Also, this calendar is available on Etsy. Everything in the description below if you would like it. Digital and physical copies available. And right now, if you get the digital copy, you can get the physical one for free, with an extra 10% off. Just pay for postage for the packaging. But anyway, without further ado, this whole cycle. So all we're getting is a no moon, new moon. I like to call it a no moon because there's no moon in the sky. But in Taurus on the 6th of June. So what is this saying to me? When it comes to the new moons, price likes to find its micro resistance level, meaning once it's found that level, you can then short the market if you like trade or anything, or you wait. If you're just buying into the market, generally you'll wait for the full moon to know where its local micro support is for entries. So that's basically how the moons work. The full moon is the support, the new moon is the resistance. So we are in the energy of this resistance, and usually the resistance level or the moon energy lasts for 5 days before and 5 days after. So we're clearly in the 5 day period before, and it's going to last up until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up until the Wednesday before it enters its transition phase to find its support. Okay, so it being in Taurus, if you check out a lot of my other videos, the stars support you, where I go over all of, it's just astrology, but the whole month of June and what's going on, and we synchronize it all together. There's a lot of Taurus energy naturally. Taurus is about the new toroidal field. It's this new the toroidal field is everything. It's what attracts experiences to you. The whole hologram has its own toroidal field down to every single atom. But as well as the toroidal field of this new attraction that's coming into the crypto market, being this new moon, so essentially the resistance level that will become clear when we take a look at the technical analysis. Oh, by the way, if I didn't say, there's no Gematria connections for this cycle. A lot has been going on, but I just thought for my first video coming back, we're just going to keep it simple and short. But ultimately, wherever price is getting ready to find its resistance level, it's entering into this new toroidal field of what it's getting ready to attract. So ideally, I'm seeing wherever this resistance level may be at for the crypto market, will give us a big indication of where its support may be for continuation to the upside. Okay, so where it's resisted at will be a big clue on how the energy is drawing in. All right, so do keep that in mind. And yeah, we're going to be in this energy up until the next cycle. So do keep in mind, it could happen at any moment and then it could fall down, or it could wait. When I say fall down, it could show a bit of weakness after it's found its resistance. Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. We won't know until it happens, I guess. But it's in this energy up until the end of the next cycle. So do keep in mind, if it doesn't happen on Thursday, it could happen later, or it could even happen before, where it clearly finds its resistance level. So do keep that in mind, okay? But ultimately, Taurus as well does represent love, but of course over here we're focused on money. So money is quite, I'd say it's quite important. Like I says, the resistance level, because Taurus does represent money, as it fuels the second house. It represents the material reality, and money is a part of that. So this resistance level is going to be quite important on where price is getting resisted at. Yeah, for continuation to the upside once it finds its support closer to the end of June. I did say in my last video, June can be more of a recovery type of month, for July to be a bit more expansive. So we'll see. We will see. But let's take a look at the charts now. If you did like my astrological perspective, do give the girl a thumbs up. But like I said, this video is not going to be too long because Mama's got things to do. So straight away, what I'm seeing when it comes to the Bitcoin chart is that we are showing weakness. We are definitely showing weakness coming in here, as we reached our high. We reached our high at 71k, but we wicked to like the higher end of 71k. But we've had lower lows since this level. It tried to be on par with this one, but it's still slightly lower. So still slightly lower, so that's showing another sign of weakness. And of course, these are evidently lower and lower. On top of that, oh gosh, this is on the 4 hour. This is on the 4 hour. I didn't even realize. So on top of that, we on the 4 hour, so in the more closer time frame, would I say, we're underneath the, what are these again, EMAs or SMAs? We're underneath these lines. All right, so price is being pushed down from it at the moment. As you can see though, when it comes to the luminary moving averages, I do like the fact that Uranus is on the bottom, and well, Saturn, the darker purple line, has crossed underneath, but usually it's better for Saturn to be on top. But price kind of found its support along this, which was nice. So when it comes to the shorter time frame, could we only potentially be coming back to this level? Could that be a possibility? But I am seeing generally, as we are expecting our resistance level to come in, I am anticipating a little bit of downward momentum, especially because it's showing signs of weakness. I do want to jump onto the monthly, because we would have had a monthly candle at the close of May. So obviously on the monthly candle, I still have this squiggle. I don't know if it's going to play out to this depth. if it does, I'll still be grateful, because it's like, oh, a perfect buying opportunity. But I just don't think it will. Even to this level, we'll see. We'll see how it holds the 60k range before we start entertaining the 50k range. But we had a very strong down candle for the month of May, which was interesting, but I feel that that was healthy anyway. That was definitely a healthy candle, because we had only gone up, up and up, and we needed a retracement. So that is good. I just want to look at the RSI. Okay, so the RSI on the monthly, you could look at it and say there's still room for it to grow, but we have curved. So could this be, for the monthly, could this be just a little resistance before coming back down a little bit? But of course, that is a larger time frame. We'll take a look at, oh no, wait, the MACD. I want to look at the MACD. Okay, so the MACD is still showing there's still upward momentum with both of them. It's like, obviously we are getting close to, this is a large time frame, we are obviously getting close to the bull run anyway, so that's normal, I guess. On the W time frame, is this trying to make a double top, or a weird little head and shoulder? But yeah, again, on the W time frame with the RSI, it's clearly looking like we're getting rejected at this level. We were overbrought, definitely overbrought in this area. As I said, it was just moving up, up, and up, and it's healthy for a retracement. So the question is, how deep will it retrace? It has been following, obviously, this support. Will price just come back to find its support on this level, this 60 to 61k level? Would that be its official new support without coming back down to test these other zones? Like I says, this was like the last major breakout zone. But then I still say that this is a healthy area to retrace back to, more so than this one, but we may not even retrace back to this one. Like I says, I feel the only way we'll come back to this level is if they really want to do a scare washout type of vibe, and to just scare people out of the market one last time before going up. So that is still a possibility. Don't rule it out. However, depending how price acts up here, I'm just not really entertaining these zones as yet. If of course we break down past this, then these phases are more likely. But right now we're up here. Right now we're up here, and what I'm kind of seeing, let's just go down to the daily. Again, it's just lower highs, lower lows, sorry, lower lows that is continuously been doing. We did get slightly higher at this zone, but we were on a new moon here, so that little box that I drew was a new moon. So I'm going to kind of do that again. Can you come down, fam? Is that okay? Let me just move the RSI down. So I'm going to draw one of these little boxes again as a rectangle, because of course we're coming into our no moon, new moon on the 6th, on the 6th of June. So just a few days. Could our resistance level be just about here? Oh, come on. Oh, let me draw it this way. Could our resistance level be round about there? Move it over to the 5th, yeah, 6th of June. Could it be about there? Could we struggle to get past this high? So that's really what we want to see. If we are struggling to get past this, as I said, on the smaller time frame, it does seem like a sign of weakness. Could this be our resistance level, where you potentially short the market, or you wait for entries on its support? But could we just be pushed down just to this level to secure this horizontal channel, this horizontal trading range? Could we just trade within that and then go on up, and could we get our full moon coming in like here? Or will this push this down past this zone? So that's really what we want to wait for. Looking at the RSI on the daily. Okay, so the RSI on the daily, it is below this yellow moving average. So especially if we do get rejected off that, that could push us down a little bit further. However, there's still room for upward momentum. Could this be that little push up to be rejected off this level? Or could our resistance be higher? So again, there's many possibilities. If our resistance level is higher, then that, I'm gonna say both would be a good indication. Whether we get rejected at a lower stage because we're doing a slightly deeper correction to here or here, that would still be okay, because it's developing a good support. We do have a trading cluster over here, so it will be developing that support. And of course, if it comes down to here, then it's an even stronger support for continuation to the upside. However, if we get our resistance level higher than this zone, so like I said, price likes to find its height. If we do get a resistance level higher than this zone, like surpassing 74k, then of course that's just indication as well for continuation to the upside. So no matter what it does, if we get that higher high, then okay, we can see it's getting ready to move. Of course it's going to come down, find its support, most likely off of this zone, and then continue on up, or we come down lower. Now I do want to point this out. We do have this parallel channel. I know my chart's messy, and I did say, oh, when I come back it's going to be neater, but it's not. But that's fine. Life has been lifing. We do have this kind of going on, that we were trading in. We're trading within this parallel channel, and then we broke above it, and now we're basically on top of it. So again, this is where I'm like, could we get that higher high, slightly higher high, if we just retrace even back to this line and then bounce off of it? Or will we be pushed back down into this parallel channel and trade along here for a bit longer before going up? So keep those things in mind. It's just all about seeing where it goes right now, basically. The MACD on the daily. So the MACD on the daily is showing signs of weakness, so it's showing retracement possible as the averages, moving averages, have crossed over. The red is on top of the blue, and we're beginning to get a little bit of red. So it's showing there is still more potential to the downside when it comes to that. You can see it better, as you can see. More potential to the downside, or ranging at that. So just keep that in mind, especially because we are on our resistance level. Do keep that in mind. Do I want to put up anything else? We're just throwing the moons. We're throwing the moons. So as you can see, the moons has just kept us trading in, like, we've got like a parallel one, not parallel, a horizontal one that is trading in, and also it broke out of the slightly diagonal one. My descriptions of these aren't the best, but it's trading within the moons right now. So could we just get a repeat, another full moon literally on this line? So it's showing this is quite a strong support level. So the downward momentum may not be a lot. We may find support there if our resistance is here, but we'll see that closer to the end of June, all depending on where our resistance level is. And like I says, it's in Taurus. So oh gosh, I kicked the laptop. It's in Taurus, so it's going to be a big signature for where our money is going. But that essentially is what I am seeing when it comes to Bitcoin. I can't move the chart down for some strange reason. Oh, do it like that. Shall I throw on a fib? Shall I throw on a fib just from here to here? See what it's saying. It's at the 0.5 fib. That's interesting. Is it at the 0.5? No, it's at the 382. So it's sat on the 382, but I think I drew the fib the wrong way around. But that is interesting, because even just in this zone, even if we only come back to here, this short zone, we're in a perfect buying opportunity. So again, it just may not go down as low, but it's still a possibility for resistance. And we will check when we look on the DXY what's going on. And right now in the opposite, we are in the golden pocket. So we're sat inside the golden pocket, which is interesting. But that's basically what I am seeing for Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at the DXY now. So, no, not the DXY, XRP. XRP's in a hizzy. So XRP, my chart's even more messier. I'm so sorry, but just bear with me. So I mentioned the DXY because when we see the DXY, we'll see how the dollar may be reacting, and it will give us more insight in terms of crypto. So XRP is basically, it's just coiling up. It's literally just coiling up. I'm gonna just get rid of the moons for a moment, because of course, just like Bitcoin, are we gonna get our resistance level similar to this zone, which just keeps XRP in this coil that it's doing? That's a possibility. Unfortunately, it's wedged between the luminary moving averages. So these are all of these moving averages here and here. Its price is wedged between it right now, so it's just signaling more of this coil effect. With the RSI, similar to Bitcoin on the daily, we're underneath the 50 though, so that could be a sign of just getting rejected if we go up to the 50 to finish off more of here. I do say when it comes to these spikes, just like here, price eventually likes to come down to it, but it hasn't done it yet. Not all the way, it always leaves a bit of room, but it hasn't been as low as this spike, and I feel if it's to do it, it's just reaching the bottom of this parallel channel, if anything. But someone left a comment on one of my previous videos, excuse me, and they says they don't feel that XRP will reach below 40 cents at that, and of course this parallel channel is still way above 40 cents, so even if we do come to the bottom of it, it's still, there's still hope for XRP. But I've got this big white line as well because it's a major support. As you can see, price came back, it wicked to it, it came back to it again. So if we are in this downward momentum of price being rejected, like, don't be surprised if we come back to this support. We have clearly broken out of this green triangle, but we haven't done anything fantastic. Like, we were trading in it, we were trading on top of it, and we came back into it, had resistance, but then we broke through it, and now we're kind of just on top of it again. So is this a good sign, just trading on the outside where we get our resistance, then finally possibly get our support before moving off? Or will it drop us back down into this deeper apex if we get rejected off it? But there's definitely downward possibilities for XRP. Again, with the MACD, it looks, oh gosh, and you can see it's very weak. It's very weak. Even this upward momentum it had, it's still very weak because the moving averages are below instead of on top when it's green, and we're already transitioning into the red, so it's showing that there's definitely more room to the downside when it comes to XRP. But as we are wedged between the luminary moving averages, I just don't feel it will be as low. Definitely this white line at 48 cents may be an option, or if we hover down just to trade outside of this green line, just the 50 cent to 49 cent region could be in the cards for XRP. We are underneath the estimated moving averages as well, so that's another indication of a bit of weakness, which could just push us down and keep us suppressed when it comes to XRP. I do just want to take a look at the monthly candle. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This, though, I have to admit, is the biggest coil ever. It is the biggest coil ever. When it comes to MACD on the monthly, again, even these moving averages, they're just looking like they're coiling up. They're looking like they're coiling up. If we get a little bit of the downside, could it be a much smaller red before then a larger green? Because look, we have a little bit of red and then massive green, massive red, green, smaller. Could we just get a little bit of a smaller one, tiny one, and then green again? If this blue one slopes up and so on. But we'll see how that goes. But ultimately, this is one massive triangle that all it's doing is coiling up for. Imagine on the big time scale of things, when we look back at this, we'll be like, wow, look at this triangle. And before we know it, we've got the apex of it is like November, so the fourth quarter of 2024 is kind of like the apex of it. Will we be suppressed throughout this whole time? Will we see it probably go up to 70 range? Is a possibility, or could we break out before? Yeah, but ultimately on the largest scale anyway, I'm seeing this big massive coil triangle up, and then eventually we're just going to get this big candle to the next level, reaching its all-time highs and then going further. Oh, what's happened there? So that's kind of what I'm seeing, but I did want to just look at just the monthly candle of May. So just like Bitcoin, we obviously had this massive downward side candle, and we'll see how this one plays out. Will we get a trend reversal candle for the month of June? We'll have to see. We are at the beginning, but let's take a look at the W time frame. You notice I say W because I don't like the word week. That's similar to Bitcoin. There's definitely a bit of room to the downside, but with how it's kind of ranging, probably not much. Like we on the larger time frames, I'm not seeing like deep corrections down. More possibly like a hover before recovery. But when it comes to the MACD, it is interesting because the downward momentum on the W time frame is slowing down, and the moving averages are beginning to turn. So this downward momentum may not last long, or this suppression may not last too long. So just keep that in mind. And then we'll just go back to the daily. On the daily, we'll just put on the moons. Was the moons on it before? Yeah. So we'll put on the moon. So again, like Bitcoin, would we get this resistance level? Could it be slightly lower, or will it be pulled up to here? Because we are underneath the moving averages, and we're wedged between Saturn and everything. Yeah, we're wedged between it, and I feel that Bitcoin will play a major role, obviously, in what it's. Ooh, I kicked the laptop again. In what it's doing, there is a bit of recovery from this downward momentum that we've had with XRP, but could this be leading into our potential new moon resistance? Like, could it be here? We get rejected at, and could we go up that high, or will it be lower than this point? So again, it's all just a waiting game to see what's happening, but definitely on the larger scale, XRP is getting ready to pop. I think we're gonna see a movement of it this year, whether it's in summer or the end of the year, but we're definitely going to see something. So just on the more immediate time frame. Oh, what have I just done? Go back. What did I do then? I pulled the RSI on the chart. Fascinating. Fascinating. So on the smaller time frame, you can see there is upward momentum, and again, I feel this is because we're being pulled up to find our resistance. So it's ultimately just seeing where we're going to be rejected at. Basically, this could be, when it comes to the RSI, it could move up to the 50 on the smaller time frame before getting rejected again. The MACD, take a look at the MACD. Again, it's showing a little bit of signs in the immediate time frame of slightly upward momentum. The moving averages has crossed. The blue is over the red, and we are entering into a bit of green. But will this be a small one? Will it be higher? Will we get a higher resistance level? Like, could this resistance pull us up higher? But then I am thinking about these luminary moving averages, because on the smaller time frame it's beneath all of the luminary moving averages, as you can see at the top there. It's beneath them all. These are all the moving luminary averages, so that could definitely keep us down even if we get higher than this point of 54 cents. This could be our suppression at 55 if we're pulled up a little bit higher, but there's definitely room for some upward momentum right there, to be pulled up to find our resistance before getting rejected. So our resistance level is important right now. But let's take a look at the DXY, and then we'll close just to get a more clearer picture. Let's get rid of the moon phases, hide that. Okay, so the dollar has been weak itself. The dollar's been weak, and just looking at this, I am still seeing there's probably a bit more downward momentum, and I feel this is because when it comes to crypto, there's that little pull up to truly find its resistance. So I am seeing a little upward momentum, or at least sideways or ranging at minimum when it comes to the crypto market, for it to find its resistance. And clearly the dollar is just looking a little bit weaker. It is finding support off of this level though, but it depends if it can hold it, this little level here, literally where price is at, because as you can see, though we broke through it, we kind of retested back to this level, and then we found our resistance and then support, and then it was its support. So it's basically its support. So will it hold it, or will it break lower and find like a greater support again off of this zone? Looking at the MACD, they're sloping down, so it's showing a bit more downward momentum as well, possibly in the cards. And the RSI, let's take a look. So the RSI, it was rejected at 52, so the 50 region, and it came down. There's potential little support here though, so this may be a range where it may try and retrace a little, but it may drop lower. That's a possibility. We just have to see how it finds its support. If it has support there, yeah, it may gain that little support off that and then continue on up, and that could be that downward momentum in crypto when it's getting ready to find its support on the full moon. Oh, pardon me. But has this created like a head and shoulder? Like a really weird head and shoulder that may play out. So do keep that in mind. That could play out even if it ranges or anything. When crypto is getting ready to move, this could drop. Especially if it can't hold this zone, it could drop to the 103. So do keep that in mind. But that's basically what I am seeing when it comes to the DXY. We clearly didn't meet this green line. I did keep it there. We kind of got close, I guess, but we didn't pull out that full extended move. Is that still in the cards? I'm not sure. Has it created a head and shoulder on? No, it hasn't done it on the RSI, so it's probably not really a head and shoulders there. But on the larger scale though, it's clearly a sign of weakness right now where the DXY is at, as we're not pushing above it and we are underneath the moving averages. So eventually I'm seeing downward momentum for this, even if it can try and hold it or anything, even if when the market opens it pushes up a little bit. But I'm seeing downward momentum. I actually am. So this could be, like I says, as crypto's getting ready to be pulled up to find its clear resistance, we just have some downward momentum, and then once crypto finds its true support on the full moon and it's getting ready to just make a bit more of a noticeable move, this is when the DXY could just collapse a little bit more. So do keep that in mind. Thank you everyone though for watching this video and getting this far. Do let me know your thoughts. Make sure you grab this calendar, support your girl out. There's discounts and everything, but that is what I am seeing. Do let me know your thoughts and everything, and yeah, comment let me know your thoughts, how you feel it's going to be moving. If you liked my video or interpretation, do let me know. Give your girl a thumbs up, and I will see you in Crypto Angles podcast number 60. We're on 60 people. I'm proud of myself. But with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video. Angel out. Bye.